thank you so much for joining us on our year anniversary of Lunch Out Loud Ottawa. Of course, my name is Nick Pachuski.
I'm Andrew Miller.
And we are the podcast that talks to the people, places, events, and music that make Ottawa the incredible city that it is. And before we get to Dustin and Jacob from the Charlatan live from Carleton University, room 531, why don't we check this out?
Hey, what's up? This is GGrand, and you're listening to some cuts off of my free project, Freshly Pressed, on Lunch Out Loud Ottawa. Hit me up online at ggrandmc.com and on Twitter at ggrandmc. Let's go. It's good music.
This is a GGrand documentary production. Flossens Daycare, applesauce and Teddy Ruck, spin little ass G. High top fade, 2 fresh cuts, and my brother on the same. Always on that different world, trying to be Dwayne Wayne. Now I'm a post-grad with a pen that sparks flames. Ironic, cause we had our own Huxtables in London. Dr. Carson was the illest, kept the little G stuntin'. Reminiscence of my youth, calling wonder years. Bumping ABC, running man in thunder gear. Yeah, Panthro was the realest cat. At the Y was where you find the realest ballers at. Just teens with hoop dreams, the hoop mean. Amped up off above the rim up on the big screen. And we was playing for bunks and my rhyme gang the same through the lane.
Alright, so that was GGrand. So that was bounces back off freshly pressed EP that you can download right now.
That was good.
You know, it's a good rapper.
like it.
It's a good rapper, crisp. So GGrand will also have a new release sometime next week as the first single off his upcoming projects. So look for that. Support him in the future as well. I see big things coming from him for sure.
Yeah, for sure. How was that show last night that I missed?
Black Denim was awesome last
Almost
night.
hung myself
So much fun. 10:30. It is a little later, but still packed. Great beats. You're still at
I'm
home
old now.
by
10:30 is like bedtime.
Yeah, but you're still at home before midnight. And
You
can
boys
still
ever
get
hear of Black Denim?
I've not. So
Oh, you're gonna have to look back at listen to some of our
It's a brand
episodes.
new band. It's they're
It's an
excellent.
11-piece hip hop group. They're really good.
So it's not only our first anniversary today, which is amazing. I never thought we'd be able to do 52
I
episodes.
thought we would have split up by now, Nick.
But no, I never thought that. It's also Heard Magazine. Their awesome 1-year anniversary.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was at Creative Mornings this morning, and
Right
Stephanie
on.
was talking, did a very great speech on courage, so that was good. And then so we're going to be
Sweet.
tonight.
Let's get them back on the show, too.
Absolutely. And it's also Beyond the Pale's 1-year anniversary. So have you
Let's
heard of?
definitely get them on the show.
Yeah, absolutely. Have you heard of Beyond the Pale?
I have not.
It's
No.
a local beer microbrew company that's just doing incredible things.
Yeah,
They've
they're one of the
expanded
quicker
twice.
ones that have grown in Ottawa.
Yeah, they've expanded twice since starting in 1 year. So huge things coming.
are they at the LCBO?
They're not at the LCBO yet, so they'll be there soon. Kitchen Sippy's getting their second beer in at the LCBO
It
shortly.
takes a while for microbreweries to get into, obviously, the government-owned stores like that, but
We can expect it soon, though.
Yeah.
You're going to love it.
yeah,
But,
the way they're going, easiest way to check them out, I guess, would probably be winter brewed again this winter.
Yeah, or just go to the...
Or go to their brewery.
Go to the
yeah.
brewery, of course. So, we're here with Dustin Cook, sports editor, and Jacob Puzik.
Got it.
Perfect.
Damn.
The news editor at the Charlatans, as part of our little 3-week exploration of journalism in the capital, which will come down next week with Don Newman, which
There you go.
he's the #1 broadcaster, I guess, in Canadian history. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So first of all, of course, with many of our guests, we like to get to know what brought you to the university, what brought you to Ottawa. I know it was university. That's
Besides that, did
But,
Ottawa
what-
influence it, maybe?
What made you choose Ottawa, and what do you like about the city so far? First, Dustin?
So basically, I chose Carleton because I knew I wanted to go into journalism for a really long time, and I was thinking about what school to go to, and I've always known that Carleton had a good journalism program, and I looked more into it in grade 12, and I got in, and I chose to come to Carleton, and really good decision. I'm really glad I came.
Yeah.
I really like Ottawa. The only thing is the weather. It's actually a lot different than Toronto.
It's kind of brisk today, too.
Yeah, and it's actually like taking a lot out of me. I'm like, oh, this weather is like so much different.
Oh,
But
it's only the end of November. What?
I know.
Is this
Okay,
your
but
first
last
year
year
here?
though. No.
Okay, last year,
Yeah,
okay.
first year. It's
Yeah.
Okay,
cool.
last year, yeah.
But other than that, like I really like the city. Downtown is beautiful, and I like the Rito Center. It's really
Yeah,
cool.
we handle the snow a little better than Toronto, eh?
Yeah. Toronto, they don't really know how to handle it as well, but that's also because we don't get as much there as here, which when I first came here, my cousins were like, oh yeah, Ottawa is so much colder, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, it's only 5 hours away, there's no way.
Yeah.
But they're right.
Yeah.
Somebody once told me that it's the coldest one of the coldest capitals in the world. I
It'd
think
be us in
Moscow's the
Moscow,
only
yeah.
one that beats us,
Yeah.
which is pretty astounding.
A lot of my friends I'm from Guelph, and a lot of my friends would not come up for the first few years because of that cold. They would just go, no, they'd stay inside, just go home. Oh, I'm not coming here. But hey,
Yeah.
it's going to get better this year, okay?
Yeah.
Have you been skating on the canal?
I actually haven't.
Well, you're going to get on that,
There
okay?
you go.
And you're going to like a little more.
Next year.
I'm going to be more used to it this year.
Any
I'm ready.
favorite stores that you have in Ottawa that you like? Or restaurants that you've been to off campus that have surprised you? Bars?
No, I like the Works, but I'm not sure if that's actually in other places. But I've never been.
Well,
in
it was
the-
started in Ottawa, so
Really?
yeah.
Okay. I've been there. I really like it there. And Expectations on
Okay.
Main Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been there. I haven't really been to.
Yeah, the Works is
Many
good,
other
and
places.
they also started up Zazaza, which is a pizza spot, which is just about identical. I believe there's one in the Glebe now.
There is?
Yeah, there's one in the Glebe.
Hindenburg.
There's one in Hindenburg. There's one in
On Bank Street.
the Glebe and Bank, and
New
then
Edinburgh.
there's another one in New Edinburgh.
Yeah.
Or that was the first one that was there too.
that's correct.
But it's the same principle where they take tons of different kinds of ingredients and a variety of different pizzas. Really good. Check it out.
It's excellent, yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Jacob? What
I-
brought you to Ottawa?
Well, I came here to do the journalism program at Carleton University. I was always a big writer, but mainly to get out of the small town where I lived, Grimsby, Ontario.
Yeah.
Have you heard of it?
Nah, I've heard of it, never been.
Between Hamilton and St. Catharines, pretty nice.
Yeah.
Just an hour south of Toronto. So I wanted to be somewhere far enough away where I wouldn't have to see my parents every day, but not far, not too far that they wouldn't be able to send care packages every once in a
There you
while. And
That's a good balance.
yeah, beautiful city. I have a lot of family up here, and so that's good for food too. And yeah, canal's great. Hopefully.
Where do you
get
take
out.
the friends and family when they come down to visit? Any hot spots that you like to show them? Restaurants or different sightseeing and whatnot in town?
I've been going to Bramisol on Bank Street.
Okay.
It's like this 70s style
Yeah.
diner for breakfast. You can get the Bram Slam for $12 or something, and you're good
Sweet.
to go for the rest
Cash
of the
only?
day. Cash only, yeah.
Right on. Well, those debit transactions get costly.
Yeah,
So that's all right.
yeah. And sometimes the campus bar, Mike's Place downstairs.
Yeah.
That's a great place to go. They got some good curry.
All right on.
What about, so where are students from Carleton mainly getting jobs now with the journalism program? Where are you looking to expand to after?
Probably Toronto. It's another
Okay.
big hotspot for journalism. Like you got the Toronto Star, which I mean is huge nowadays with the whole Rob Ford thing.
Yeah.
So hopefully there's some jobs there.
Sweet.
Globe and Mail.
Okay.
Yeah, we just try to get internships abroad, and
So you'll like to listen to our interview next week with Don Newman then. He was at the Globe and Mail. He's been every CTV, Winnipeg Free Press, Winnipeg Trade Tribune, everywhere.
Huh.
And it's a good book to read too, to see what he did. It's some incredible stuff. And do you foresee yourself staying in Ottawa, Dustin? We got our sports teams are expanding here.
It's
we
true.
Got the
Yeah.
professional
Yes.
soccer team. We have the basketball team. We have a lot of stuff going on here now.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I know, like, jobs are hard to come by, and so I basically, like, take what I can get, to be honest. I mean, if, like, there's something available in Ottawa, I'd love to stay in Ottawa, or if, I don't know, like, if I have to go to, like, Regina or Saskatoon, like...
Yeah. Now, is journalism
Yeah.
kind of similar to, radio and whatnot, where you kind of, like you said, you kind of take jobs where you have to, so you might have to go to a smaller place just to gain some experience and then go back to a big city?
Yeah,
That's
and
something that usually happens with journalism?
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people going up north to kind of get their start at a smaller place and then expanding.
Yeah.
Yeah, right on.
Oh, well, whatever you got to do, right?
yeah, exactly, like, I'm willing to do that, whatever.
It's cold
Gotta
up
do.
north, too.
Yeah, I know, that's why it's good that
Brace
I'm getting
yourself.
accustomed to it here
Yeah,
first before I have
exactly.
to, like...
No beaver
yeah,
tails up there
face
either.
that.
What are your favorite parts of working at the Charlatan?
That's a good question. I like talking to the different people on campus. There's a lot of really interesting people that work here. You get to talk to the president. You get to talk to the student council executives. They're great to talk to, and they know a lot about what's going on. And access to a lot of different events, and just kind of getting the pulse of campus. is
Curiosity.
good. Yeah,
You're
curiosity.
curious.
I guess
I like
that's
it.
a good benefit, getting access to all sorts of different events that normally you would have to pay for, probably.
Skip the line.
Perfect.
Journalism first, but food second.
What about you, Dustin? What's your favorite part?
The best thing for me is just like the experience and what I'm learning. Like, I'm only in my second year of journalism, and like I'm learning so much like every day working here, and it's just a really good experience. And I also like covering all the sports teams. Like, I love sports, and like last year when I got to write like a bunch of different stories, I got to go to a lot of different games. I went to the CIS Men's Basketball National Championships, and I got to cover that at Scotiabank Place, now the Canadian Tire Center.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that was really cool, and it's just like learning all these different things and learning that like this is really what I want to do. Like, and that's
you've done great by volunteering. It's a great step, and just keep learning every day. You learn almost more doing being in the zone here as opposed to from classes.
A lot more hands-on stuff.
Exactly. I'm so happy I volunteered here and got involved. Like, it's great.
What has been a challenging aspect of working at the Charlatan? Meeting deadlines with school, that could be one.
Time management. Like, for me, like I'm always like have something to do, and like also like a lot of the classes, like my classes are really demanding, and I guess balancing both of them right now is the most difficult thing for me, but you know, I'm handling it.
Sometimes you have to cut out the extra things like the partying on the weekends, or the watching 6 hours of TV, or the playing the PlayStation 5s or whatever's out now. You know, you have to hang that out, but it's going to pay off in the long run, definitely.
Yeah, exactly.
Time management skills are great to learn early on. As opposed to later on. What about you?
Well, I mean, just time management is the big thing, and it's almost impossible to do. I mean, sometimes you've got everything done for school, and you think the paper's going all right, and then one of the creaky water pipes underneath Carleton bursts, and you got to send a reporter and send a photographer, and you just don't know what to do, right? Because this is just unexpected. It happens. Water got cut out to 2 residences last week when this pipe burst.
Last week?
Oh, wow.
During the cold. So,
I'm sorry, that was Tuesday.
On Tuesday.
So again.
So what happens there? How long were they?
They were
cold.
Yeah, they got
students out there.
Yeah, they burst Monday night, fixed Tuesday morning, but basically had to use washrooms in other buildings, and another one burst just yesterday too. So it's like unexpected things happen. But
lots of good work for it.
Yeah.
Coincidentally enough, our mutual client Jess, his uncle is head plumber here.
Okay, so he's going to be working on
I
that.
just learned that yesterday.
All right, so why don't we get into more topics on the residences? We talked to the Fulcrum last week, got our stories on the University of Ottawa residences. How are the residences at Carleton viewed right now? Or do we have enough? Are we looking to expand more? And what's the general sentiment on them?
I guess that'd be the news department. Carleton's expanding huge. There were 700 students on the residence waitlist last year.
Wow.
So this year, Carleton is making the decision of how to build a new residence on campus.
Mm-hmm.
They're either going to have it privately operated, so they're going to get a consortium of companies to build the residence, own it, and do the security and all the services that are provided to resident students.
And that's different than what is happening now at the residences.
Exactly. Carleton has about a dozen residences now that the university operates and funded. So in the new year, Carleton's going to be deciding whether to have this private company come in so they can basically get the residence built as soon as possible, or if they're going to finance the
side of the main entrance. It was pretty wide open, and there seems to be some development that's going to be happening there.
That's a parking garage that's happening right now.
That's going to be a big parking garage?
Yeah, I think it's 500 spots right now, so that's another huge demand, because they want to remove the parking garage in front of the university center to make it more pedestrian friendly and have a walkway.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Yeah, because right now you roll up to campus, you're on the bus, and you have to kind of sidestep all these cars in the parking lot.
Yes.
And it's slippery, and it's just not a very scenic way to get to class.
And when the O trains come in there, I always see people just bolting across that street.
It's not a very beautiful campus when that's your first entrance on it.
And for driving through that too.
Exactly. Yeah.